everyone, this is Tanya here with the Memory Lane Keepsakes, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, all of my videos are made strictly for adults who are 18 years and older. Thank you so much for respecting that. I want to welcome you back to my channel for another video where I share one of my Crafty Dare projects with you guys. As you know, I am a part of the Crafty Dares that is on Instagram. My Instagram page is Memory Lane Keepsakes 2017, where I post a weekly project. Each week we are given 3 items to create with, and it's up to us if we choose to accept the challenge. This particular week I had the 3 items, which was sweet treat theme, as well as metal, as well as ribbon. And I'm excited that I was able to create something really special for that particular week. So this particular week right here, I chose to create a mini gable treat box. This is what I created with those 3 items for that particular week. And I'm really excited with the way everything turned out. I was more excited to be able to pull out some items that I haven't used in quite some time, as well as some items that I really enjoy using. And some were really challenged at the fact that metal was part of that Crafty Dare. There are so many different components that are made of metal, so for me it was really simple. And I really love the fact that you can take different elements and incorporate them together to create a work of art. And so this particular box right here, I'm going to walk you through and show you some of the different items that I use, so if you would like to make one, you will be able to. So first, let's start off with these items right here. So one of the items that I used to create this gable box was this item right here. This is the die that I use. I got this die years ago from AliExpress, and this is one of the mini gable boxes. And as you can see how big the die is compared to the box size. Now you do need to cut out at least 2 of these in order to make this box. It's really simple because the score lines are already on there for you. I really love that. So this was a lot of fun to be able to pull this out again. And I will also feature some other gable boxes that I made, not for the Crafty Dares, but using this die, so that way you can see that. I will have that at the end of the video so you can see an image of that I posted a long time ago, that I had made some gable boxes for some teachers for Valentine's Day. Alright, so with that being said, here are some of the other items that I use. So for my sweet treats, I chose to use the polymer clay. I use the Sculpey oven baked clay. This is the item that I pulled out here, and these are some of my clay packages here. I love playing around with polymer clay. That's something that I used to do way before I started my YouTube channel. I would make all kind of different things using my oven baked clay. I do own a polymer clay oven, and it really comes in handy when you're doing this type of work. Not saying you have to have one to do that, but it does help to have the right products when you're creating with something as of this. So the oven baked clay is a lot of fun to play with because you can make so many different type of items, but you really do need to follow the directions on the back of the packaging, so that way you are making and using the right things that you need for your projects to come out the right way. And so I did follow the instructions that are listed on the back as far as the temperatures and everything like that. Usually it's going to be on the package. If you happen to use a package of this nature in a package like this here, this is how I pretty much seal up my, you can put them in other containers if you want to, but a lot of times I just put my clay in something like this right here when I'm still using the rest of it up, and it has the directions usually on the packet there, which definitely comes in hand for you to be able to keep up with. And then I place them all in a jar and come back to them as needed. So that's pretty much how I do. And the Sculpey oven clay, baked clay, comes in so many different brands, but you can choose the one that you're happy with and do your research from there if there's something that you're interested in playing with. And so with that being said, I did use that, but in addition to the die here, I did cut these out right here. This is the inline for my paper. I use this beautiful cardstock here. This paper right here is a great cardstock because it's real sturdy, but not just that, it's textured on one side. That paper there is the Crimson Cardstock that I picked up from Tuesday Morning, and this is the 12 by 12. You get 60 sheets in this right here. Really, really nice paper. Absolutely love that paper. So that's one of the things I use for the inside of my paper, because I wanted to make sure my box had another color opposed to being just a plain white. And so I also use this beautiful paper here, which is the Graphic 45 Cafe Parisian paper. Absolutely love this paper print here. And this is one I've used before. And so you can see all the different prints on the front here. And the paper that I chose to go with was this beautiful print right here. I used this, as you can see, and you can see all the beautiful sweet treats on there. And this is the double-sided on this side here, but I chose to make mine a little thicker with using the red as well. So I cut that out, and then that's how I was able to create my box. Now for my metal pieces, what I chose to use for that is I chose to use the eyelets. The eyelets is where my metal came in at, as well as my jump rings. I use those as well. So I use the big jump rings as well as the mini jump rings. So those are the jump rings that I use. In addition to that being my metal, I also use a clasp, and that's also metal as well, to connect all my pieces. And you can see the chain of different jump rings that I use. And then for my bow, I use the faux leather ribbon for my bow, and that's how I made that. I used a die to cut that out as well. And then for my sweet treats, I got the inspiration. I made a cake pop with a swirl as well as a chocolate truffle. This right here, I pulled that design right there from looking inside the box here. I chose to make the truffle because you can see the little truffle right here in the corner, and it has a little centerpiece with a piece of candy. So I did the same thing for my truffle. Now my cake pop, that's not on the box, but I love the way that this little truffle right here, a cupcake, had this little swirl at the top. So I took the inspiration from that and made me a cake pop. This stick right here, I actually used a toothpick, and what I did was I painted it white, so that way my cake pop would have a sturdiness to it. And then I baked these pieces right here, making them extra thick and sturdy. And I added my jump rings using my Sculpey glue, and I was able to make this beautiful hanging charm element. And I absolutely love the way this turned out. It's giving me sweet treats with a whole lot of crafty goodness, and this was my crafty dare for that particular week. Now inside the box, I want to take time and open this up and show you how it's lined. Now, like I mentioned before to you, I lined it up with the red paper so you can see how much room you have in there to get some awesome treats in there. So you could put a little bit of anything in here, being from, you can make some more embellishment charms if you would like. You can put flowers in there, or you can even put some sweet treats like candy, or you can make some truffles, anything that your heart desires to give to someone. So this right here, another Crafty Dare project that is practical. Absolutely love it. And this is ready to go out to someone or be gifted to someone. Right now it's displayed in my craft room, just asking for a new home. So I really like the way this turned out. Again, you can check out myself as well as the all wonderful talented ladies that is a part of the Crafty Dares by going to Instagram and typing in hashtag Crafty Dares to see what beautiful creations we all have created. Now I'm so happy to be a part of that and be able to showcase and share some of my talents and creativity with you guys. I hope that you are inspired to create as well. I want to thank you so much for taking out time to watch another one of my videos where I share one of my Crafty Dare projects. And thank you again. Please comment down below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. In addition to that, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do that as well. Thank you so much. This is Tanya here with Memory Lane Keepsakes. Continue to be blessed as always. Bye bye.